So welcome. Let's look at some of the most basic modifications for your Pilates practice. So I'm going to give you some tips on how to decide which modifications are for you. So I'm going to lie on my side and come on to the back. And I think the main things to consider are the balance of the pelvis, right? Neutral pelvis is a neutral, normal, mild lumbar curve. There's not a lot of space. I'm not in an anterior or posterior tilt, so I'm not like this where there's a lot of space, or curled under this way. I'm not compressing or tensing up. It's just letting it settle in a way and maintaining some bracing in the lower abdomen. So this is below the belly button. The lower abs here are slightly drawing back, and then there's a slight drawing back and a slight scooping upwards. The rib cage is neutral, right? This is a flared rib cage out this way. So neutral rib cage. And then as best as you can, aligning the shoulder girdle, right? If you have years of rounding, you may have some tension in here. And if you do have that, it's likely that your head will be out of place when you lie down. So you will need a pillow to bring the head into balance. Okay, once you have that, it's a matter of maintaining this posture as you move your limbs and add weight. And mainly, you need to understand that staying in towards the center is easier than extending away from the center, right? So an arm here, this is close, it's easier to do than an arm spreading out wide away from the center. So that's one of the rules. So what does that mean for you? So if you're doing a leg extension, right, you may want to keep the leg closer here as a beginner and straighten it later as you get stronger. And then possibly take it lower away from the center, right? And so that's one of the basic rules. Going to support the sacrum if I feel any discomfort, especially when doing leg lifts. So something like this may feel better for you. If this is not better, you could also, I'm going to use my pillow for this. You could also use a small cushion under the sacrum. And what that will do is it will help to keep the lengthening of the tail so that you don't put compression in the lower back. So then I will have a little support here. Okay, so that's a basic rule. And here I'll demonstrate that in action as well with the single leg stretches. So bringing the knee to the chest, second leg up. This is close to the center, so that's less challenging. Extending the leg away, or even taking it down where it becomes heavier as it gets closer to the ground. That's harder, so that is more advanced. You will know when you're ready because you'll be able to maintain the neutrality, right? So if I go here and I'm fine, and here I'm fine, and here I'm fine, but I start to take the leg down and my back starts to arch away, I know I'm not ready to go there, right? So need to be able to maintain that neutrality. So eventually you'll get to the point where you're able to maintain the neutrality. You've brought your legs out to that lower point, and you feel like I'm sort of hit a wall, I'm not getting stronger. It's at that point where you add ankle weights or hand weights. You don't want to add them too soon. So you want to wait until you are fully capable of maintaining the neutral pelvis, the steady and neutral shoulder girdle, the containment of the ribs, neck and shoulders are free, your breathing is free. that's the time to add a little bit of weight. Consider these modifications. I hope to see you on the mat. And remember, consistency is key, and that you can start where you are. You don't have to be anywhere other than exactly how you are right now. You can start exercising just where you are.